One, two, one, one, two. Yeah, you're live. Okay, they're going. One, two. Yeah. The ones that'll go solid, that's it live now. Nah, one, two. Oh, come on. One, two. One, two. One, two.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll go with the radio mics.
We're underway.
Wireless mics.
Where's Rachel? Get that back in.
Right, I don't know on mic yet. So is this boy training to be alright?
Yeah, well, Neil's playing for his...
Oh, Neil Campbell, that's it.
Campbell, so yes,
One, two.
That's that Slater? Yeah.
Slater. Get an idea of the number, but people playing. I might know what it.
That's on that one. He's on. That's on.
A better head in it, or just
Whatever you want.
That's your mic.
Plug it in the side you want.
Have he's live now.
single more there.
Not rolling. Not rolling.
Hope's got a kick there. Straight back.
Okay, welcome to the Pickley Centre pitch. A glorious day for rugby. I'm joined by, I'm Adam Harkness, and I'm joined by Ian Rushbrook and Joe Inkster. They will be providing expert analysis for the full 80 minutes. For the full 80 minutes, we're a couple of minutes in. Nothing, no score on the board so far. And what we've got here is an internal match at the rugby club. The presidents 15 are in blue and red, so that's Gary Coulthard's team, and Vice President Alan Brown, he is unavailable today, but his team is in yellow and black. And as I said, no score. Ian Rushbrook, give us your first impressions of the early stages of this one.
No, it's just an early game. People finding their
You go on the touchline, John.
people are finding their feet in the game now, and that's the first penalty given away for not rolling. So we'll just see how the game progresses as they find their feet and people get tired, I suspect.
And Joe, is there any particular battles you've got your eye on here?
Well, I don't know, will be there in the men's prep, playing kind of out of position, but there we've got the number 8 for the Wasps going in and scored. Is that Davy Ham?
That is Davy Ham, indeed, I believe. He just bulldozed through there again.
Yeah. No, poor tackling, I would say, was the main instigator there.
So Davy Hamilton puts the first points on the board underneath the posts. The Wasps here will get the chance to convert that, and it looks like Ryan Mooney will step up to get the extra 2 points, perhaps. Ryan Mooney, is he? Looks awful like it.
Yeah, he's getting his colleague to support the ball for him because he doesn't have a tee.
Forgotten to take the
Well, these things happen. Just like that, 7 points on the board to the vice chairs, 15. So 7 now to Bruce's team. And like you're saying, Ian, just a bit effortless there for Davy Ham to get over the whitewash.
Yeah, he just used his long legs just to push himself through the gaps. Some poor weak tackling. It's just hitting the shoulders rather than going for the body and finding the gaps. So
as we go again, the blue and reds have possession, of course, from the centre. Bruce Pinkerton, captain today, an ex-Firth player in the round ball game, and fond memories, I'm sure, of his time there. Less said about his current club, the better. So a miss there by the Wasps, so it will be. Oh yeah. Oh dear. There. That's a lot better. Always helps when your mic's on. So a quick lineup there comes to nothing, and
that's because they took it too quickly before the referee had given them their choice.
Right. Well, good to keep us right there, Ian. That's what you're here for.
This is the first scrum of the match now, so we'll see who's got the better pack here.
So let's run through that, Joe, while we're waiting. The Wasps have Pete Moss playing at hooker, with Robbie Firth and Ryan Wade at props, and opposing them will be we've got Roy Temple at hooker for the Blue and Reds, where I believe Robert Thompson and Simon Owen at props. So it's job to keep a mix of numbers, but the Blues have retained possession. Bruce lays off to Craig Slater, but no.
Another knock on.
Was that missed by the ref, or just?
No, I think the ref's
he's let it play on.
And he's playing advantage. So
okay. Martin Wishart in possession.
Would be over now, I would imagine.
Pete lays off.
Yeah.
shout is
That was,
release.
Oh, a nice little chip was that.
Whose number is that? I can't- Oh, another quick lineup. Wasps.
nothing wrong with that.
That quick lineup was allowed by the ref. He's obviously in position, ready to go, and they keep on making yards towards the touch line.
And there's a penalty advantage come for playing in the ball in the day.
Oh,
But it's
in. Perkins.
And
He's
it's in.
got a try.
Yep.
Yep. Try awarded.
So that is a second try for the Wasps, and it was Alan.
Pete Moss there, he offloaded to Alan Perkins.
Alan Perry.
I was thinking, I've never heard of this Perkins boy. So Alan Perry gets the second try of the day, and Ryan Mooney again will get the chance, kicking from wide this time. So a trickier kick, but he'll give it a go. He'll fund a tee for somewhere. What would you like to see for the blue and reds here, Ian, to shore things up?
They're needing to get some possession and just and keep the possession.
Yeah, that wee button switches it off, so it's quite sensitive.
Okay. Watch our buttons. No joy there for Ryan Mooney, well wide. So
Yeah, no, the blue and reds need to get the possession and keep possession and go through their phases a bit more to get some structure in the game. And he's taking it. The referee's telling him to take the kick again because they charged too early.
oh dear.
Very pedantic, I would say.
Neil Campbell in the middle there, or is it Niall or Neil?
Neil.
Neil. Okay, that's fine. You never can.
Spelled Niall, but it's pronounced Neil.
So Neil Campbell is the man in yellow today. He's keeping the boys right, but Ian here is just feeling he's been a pretty bit fussy there. Joe, would you concur with that one?
Yeah. I like the flow of the game. This is a fun game, so you'll probably try and just keep things moving along as much as possible.
And
Oh,
wide of the other post this time. Did it hit the post maybe?
No, yeah, I think it was just maybe glanced off the far
Aye.
post, but it's a better kick.
So a second attempt for Ryan, but no for Ryan Mooney there, but no joy. So we are at 12-0 to the Wasps, to the vice chair's team. I wonder what the vice chair is busy with at work today. Ping pong or reading the OK magazine, something like that.
You could say that. Couldn't possibly comment.
He'll be cooking up a barbecue, I would think.
Maybe even having a game of darts. You never can. I'm sure they're busy with something. So he can't be here today. But Bruce Pinkerton, captain, sends it wide again. Caught by number 20. We don't have a number 20 written down. He's got
a head guard on, so it's not easy to
I'm
see.
sure it'll become apparent for the
A good
Wasps.
turnover by the Blues.
Rob Thompson.
Rob Thompson. So,
Simon Owen.
Simon Owen trying to build her through.
yeah. And he's got penalty advantage coming.
Okay.
Yeah, penalty advantage.
Talk us through that one, Ian. What was the advantage there?
That would have been a penalty for not rolling away, I think.
Okay.
Oh no, it's offside. He's calling it for offside at the ruck. So he's playing penalty advantage, and the Blues knocked on, so there's no advantage to them. So they come
Is Bruce going to kick for a touch here and try and gain some yards?
Yes, he's getting nice kick into the corner there, so they'll get a line out. Perhaps they'll go for the maul here and maul it over. They've got a good sized team.
Yeah.
Okay, hoping to maybe use the weight advantage for the Blues and Reds if there is such advantage, as you say, but there looks like they're lining up here, and we'll see what comes in the next couple of seconds. Roy Temple, man with the ball in his hands. Something's bothering them here.
Arguing with the distance between the two teams there. Erland jumping.
Oh.
They lost.
That was a poor technique from Blues. They didn't attack the ball in the air.
Very frustrating when they're so deep into yellow and black territory.
Yeah. So first knock on by yellow there, so it's a scrum down, blue ball.
So both teams are probably taking a few minutes just to gel because they're not used to playing together.
I mean, in situations like this, Joe, you know, teams are often kind of flung together for these internal matches. Is there a degree of that? You're working out your teammates and working out how to play in this first half or first quarter, I should say.
Yeah, I would think there'll be a degree of that, and just getting that gelling, knowing how they play, how the 10 plays. Oh,
Bruce Pinkerton will be disappointed with that fumble when a good spell of possession by Blue.
But knocked on by Ryan, and the opportunity to pick the ball up there, he knocked it on, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm just going to hand over to you for a moment, Joe. I must answer those.
That's the commentator away to answer his phone.
so they're just coming down for another scrum now.
Yeah.
President's team ball, is it?
Yes, it
Ian?
is. Yeah. It was knocked on by Ryan Mooney in the attempted pick-up.
So what's the problem there? What's Neil Campbell saying to the two teams?
I think it's to do with the engagement of the front rows.
Okay.
They went before us engage. He had said it's crouch, bind and set, and they're not meant to go into the game until they say the set, and then they can't push until the ball's in the scrum. So he's been picking up something in the front rows there.
Okay. So we'll have a take two in the scrum. Blues retain the possession. Number 9 comes around and just hauled down. Hauled down by Magnus Curry there when he was looking like he was getting away. Blues retain possession now.
And another knock on from the Blues.
A bit of play on the ground.
That's a penalty because that was an offside. Yeah.
Plays letting go.
And he's let it go.
Neil, maybe hearing your calls to let things go up with you, mate. You never know.
Yeah.
So it goes.
That was an offside situation there because the ball was kicked through by Blue, and the Blue player in front played the ball back towards the. So it's difficult not to do it when you're in front of the ball in that situation because it's automatic reaction.
Right.
But it is actually offside.
Okay, well,
So
maybe
a bit of coaching tips for for the referee later on.
So it's a blue and red line out on the far side here. Blue and red currently playing towards the rugby club. Wasps playing towards the PDC, and
That was a better jump there from the blue and red. So that's their second line out where they lifted. So they've done it a bit better, getting used to how each other play. So there's improvements there already.
yeah, Ian, it's a lot more encouraging for Blues in the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Yes, yeah, they're starting. They're still doing that. They're not quite gelling yet in terms of retaining their possession, but they are getting better. They're getting more possession to do things with.
A couple of sloppy moments, but hopefully those will iron out as the game progresses. We're just about nearly 20 minutes in, probably. You're keeping the time, Ian, are you?
Yeah, so we've got
15 minutes in.
Yeah, we've got 25 minutes to go.
Over now to the vice chair's team have got the ball now.
Seems like the blue and reds are getting so far, and they're being frustrated by the Wasps at this moment in time. Looks like they might get. I thought they might get a turnover around, but it just right.
It was
I think they're maybe just not being quite quick enough at the breakdown, and then again that comes from probably not playing together. You're not sure what each player's going to do and when.
Cleared by Ryan Mooney there, and it will be red and blue line out just yards inside the yellow and black half here. Roy Temple gets another chance to perfect this line out technique.
He's thrown into the wind, which is a bit more tricky.
Something Neil Campbell doesn't like that.
No, I don't know what that was for, but I would have said it was a knock on in the line out.
Well, we'll get another go.
Yeah. Take two.
And the president himself, Gary Coulter, is doing on the touchline to encourage his team on. Maybe it's that the presence of Gary on the sidelines, Joe, that's inspired a bit more inspired play from his team.
They'll be trying extra hard. They'll be worried he might be a risk of him coming on to play.
So it's a knock-on advantage there from the line out.
Here comes Davy Ham again.
Yes, he's off.
He's shrugging tackles off right, left, and centre.
That's Ali Morgan got him down in the end.
A drop, a fumble by Ryan Mooney, but he does pick it back up again. He's off. Here we go with.
Yeah, that's a penalty there for the team not releasing. The player on his feet above the ball, unable to trying to pick it up, but the player on the ground was holding it down.
Okay. Bruce kicking again, Bruce Pinkerton. So he goes long, but doesn't make touch. Martin Wishart playing at the back, returns the favour, and Martin Harper picking up now. He's off on the run. Shrugs off a couple of tackles, doing very well here.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the penalty's for, but he's a penalty to yellow to the Wasps anyway.
Any take on that, John?
It's difficult to see. It's got a big pylon. Maybe that was it. Maybe there was blue and reds off their feet. Oh, holding on. I think he showed the signal for there.
Okay.
Maybe not releasing the ball.
Yes, that's what he's given the signal for. That motion like that means they're holding the ball on the deck.
Yellow penalty, but they return it back to blue and red.
Again, not finding touch.
Blue and red's backs get a chance to run the ball, making some decent.
That's good ground made there.
Yeah, a bit of confusion around the ruck there. There was no 9, and a few folk didn't seem to know who was going to take the ball away.
Is that in that situation there? They're looking for somebody to be there to hand off to, and he's no there basically.
Yes, he was at the bottom of the ruck. That's him getting up last there.
And then that penalty was just given there for back chat.
Oh, things are getting serious. Things are getting serious out there, surely.
Mm-hmm.
So straight out by Mooney.
Yeah, that's a kicking for touch, for territory, so they get the throw. So Pete Moss will be thrown in.
Pete Moss, number 22 in his back, with his hooker today. He will. So the teams are set here. We're looking for. Neil Campbell, the referee, just making sure everything's set, everybody's right.
Middle ball, but it was underthrown.
And that's been taken by the red and blues, but Neil's not allowing it.
Another penalty.
Oh, they've got back 10.
And he's given another penalty there for not 10 from
This looks like a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, it looks like they're making some real
for the
progress here.
Wasps
Yellow and black, and they've got that penalty advantage as well. Do they still? Yeah.
Yes, they still have that penalty. Well, they
It's
should.
dangerous if they get it out to the backs here. 'cause there's a
He's
big
still not
overlap.
he's not signalling for it. He may have given advantage over. But we'll see. Yes, he's given advantage over. So.
Okay, advantage over, but Yellow's still in a
No,
dangerous position.
and then knocked it on.
Ah. So near yet so far, just a couple of yards for the try line, but wasn't to be a knock on. Didn't quite catch who the knock on was by, but the teams will go into the scrum now.
We'll say it was one of the centres. Being a forward myself, it was never the forward's fault.
Blue possession for the scrum, and will it retain it? Yeah.
Kick here.
Are they going to get rid of it? No.
No, they're just,
Graham Polk's going to run it. I would have expected a kick there, but he's taking
Well,
a
they might
chance to run it up.
they might be making a room for their exit. No, not with that pass they won't.
Oh,
Just a couple of sloppy moments creeping in the end.
Yes, it is. It's just I think it might be a wee bit of just again with it's not all, it's players haven't that played that much this year, so a bit of rustiness there in that amongst it all as well.
Yeah. A beautiful day for rugby though. The sun's
it's
shining
shining,
our picky couldn't have cowled, but the players will not be feeling it anyway.
No, it's a lovely day for it's this kind of days that you like playing rugby, and it's when it's calm and everything as well. It's once your fingers warm up, and you can hopefully keep a hold of the ball.
Pitch is in good condition too, considering the weather we've had. It's obviously been a lot of work put into it to keep it like that.
Yeah, bunny surface here at Picky. Look, it's yellow and blacks is on the move though. They're on the far touch line here, pushing towards the try line. They've been held up by blue and red though.
I think they still have possession of the ball, just a bit.
Of course, we've got George Bruin's screen in front of us here.
There's
Might
Robbie, is it? Yeah. Robbie
tries,
Firth
Gavin.
scores a try there.
Robbie Firth goes over the line for the third try of the afternoon. So yellow and black have kind of weathered the pretty bit of storm there in the middle of the half and asserted their dominance once again. The third try, that's puts them on to 17 points to nothing at this moment in time. Ryan Mooney trots across for the conversion. So just a bit of sustained pressure there, Joe, and Robbie Firth goes over the line.
Yeah, I think they got the red and blues a bit disorganised. They've been giving away a few penalties, so they're probably stepping back a bit, because you don't really want to give away a penalty up there either.
No.
And it was a bit inevitable there that they were going to power over the line.
So here comes Mooney for his third attempt of the day.
And that's a bit of
A bit low.
grass cutter, that one.
I was a bit puzzled by the angle he had the ball sitting at there. It seemed.
It was quite low, yeah. But I'm not a kicker, so it's not one of my skills. So I'll leave them do that one, I doubt.
Not my department either.
Well, he wasn't successful anyway, so it remains 17-0 to the Wasps, just about halfway through the first half here at Picky. You know, are we making a couple of changes here? Or is there? No, we're just a bit of discussion with the touchline, with a.
I think the problem with the kicking is he's kicking off a marker cone.
Is that what it is?
I think he was asking Murray to go and look for the actual kicking team.
Well, that wouldn't have hurt likely, no. So yellow and blacks in possession here. Pete Moss on the move.
He's tricky to stop. Jinky.
He can't. Bruce Pinkerton tried his best to get ahead of Pete there, but he jumped past nowhere.
That's Robbie again. Blue and red's just maybe not committing to the rucks there.
Martin Wishart gets a shot
Oh,
the ball
Mooney's away.
off to Mooney, and he lays it off to somebody on the far hand side. But
Oh, it's feeling like
That
the
was
yellow
probably
and
quite
blacks have got
looking like a
warmed
high
up now.
tackle, but it looked like a seatbelt tackle there. But
I think you're putting yourself in you get the football refs on the TV now explain decisions, Ian. You're fetching yourself for that role now.
could be.
Right.
But it is a bit difficult to see from this when you're this far from it. The referee is the sole judge of fact
Oh,
on the
just
pitch.
fumbled there at that line out. Knocked on by red and blue. So that'll be a scrum to the Wasps.
A Wasp scrum then. The front rows will get another chance to lock horns. As we look, where the yellow and blacks have been relatively dominant in this match, guys. But as the tension turns to the rugby later on today, any predictions for the Calcutta Cup, Ian?
Well, head or heart?
I think Scotland will lose it in the final 5 seconds.
No, again, surely.
So,
If we play to our strengths, we should be. Scotland should be able to win it, but it's the usual. It's Scotland, which Scotland turns up will be the biggest question, I think.
Well, absolutely.
So there Slater made an interception of a pass from the Wasps, but it's been kicked back up.
Will he return it? No, he's going to run it. Number 19.
He's not doing the Scotland kick tennis there. And another penalty to the Wasps. I'm assuming again for holding. And they're away.
They're off.
And that's Davy Ham again, and
Can he stop?
he's
He's
just been
stopped.
stopped there.
Just and no more. He's holding by the ankles.
Ball.
Penalty to yellow.
Oh,
I'm not sure what that may be
Red
offside.
Blues are going to be in danger of getting a card here if they keep giving away
And
penalties.
that's not 10, I would suggest. And again, there's advantage from the referee.
Oh, a lovely pass
Oh,
wide there.
that was good. And
Oh.
hard lines.
Unlucky Alan Perry, or Alan Perkins as he was briefly known. Alan Perry had the white line in his eyesight and just fumbled at the last moment. So it will be brought back for what do you think he's
It's
brought it
back,
back there?
back for the penalty. The penalty
okay.
advantage for the not back 10
Okay,
from the previous penalty.
And they're doing a quick tap and go.
so they're going for
And
the 5 points here.
And
And
yes,
Davy Ham's got
Davy
the
Ham.
ball again.
It's
But he's no
good
managed
defence
right
there at the
over
moment.
line. Oh, hands.
And Ryan
Ryan.
Mooney is in.
Lovely.
Score.
Ryan Mooney goes over the line, so that's another 5 points on the board for.
He's not made it easy for himself though, because he's going to have to kick from out wide. And I don't know if Murray's back with a kicking team or not.
Murray Simpson's been sent in as the gopher to to get the kicking tee. No sign of him coming back yet. I don't know why Murray's not playing days. Maybe carrying an injury,
He
possibly.
got an injury last week.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so he's not fit for this week, unfortunately. So again, with no tee, they're going in the old-fashioned way of placing it in the ground and having a colleague to hold it.
And that looks like the referee was having a word with the red and blue captain there, possibly just pointing out they're letting away too many penalties, giving them a bit of a warning to tidy things up a bit.
No,
Not quite. Not quite. I've got a lot closer there for Mooney that time. So if you give away, I'm really sure my ignorance here now, but if you give away that sustained penalties all in a row,
Yep.
is it you're at danger of a yellow card?
yeah, the next player, whoever commits the next offence,
Okay.
could well be what we call a team yellow card,
Right.
and they get a yellow card, and it's not necessarily for that player who's
No.
maybe done all that, but they're just the unfortunate recipient of it at that point in time, and they go and have 10 minutes on the bench
Okay. Well,
to cool down
on behalf of their team.
on behalf of their team. Yeah.
Oh well,
Oh,
every
oh,
day's a
here we
school
go.
day.
They're going trying to do a funny, and it's not gone to end. So a funny kick-off, not a normal kick-off there, but the ball has to run the 10 metres, and if it doesn't, and the opposition don't play the ball,
Okay.
then it's their choice. They can have the kick again or a scrum.
Yeah, okay, so they're going for the scrum.
They're going for a scrum.
Well, I see Murray Simpson is back with the kicking tee, so we'll see whether that makes any difference to Ryan Mooney's kicks, or indeed somebody for the black and red team. If they mark it up this end of the pitch, they've been pinned back for a good few minutes now, so they'll be hoping to put something on the scoreboard before half time, Joe.
You would hope so. That's certainly what will be going through their minds. It'd be fine just to go into half time with a score.
Davy Hamilton's been very impressive today.
Yeah, he's menaced them the whole match. Difficult to stop. Tenacious running.
So yellow and black ball again. Pete Moss tries to ride a couple of tackles, but he's held up. Davy Hamilton gets his hands on the ball again, just shrugs. Oh no, he does get held down. Somebody with a head cap down there. I don't know who that is.
That's
So the Wasps are just building the faces up there,
Yeah.
and they're dominating the rocks. Oh, and lovely hands through. And Ryan Mooney's away.
He's got
And
that
he's gonna
pace to
go
Byron,
as-
doesn't he?
yeah.
Ryan Mooney gets a second try in a row, and his second try of the afternoon. So under the posts, and he will be very, very confident of converting this one. So really being dominated by, excuse me, forgive the croaky voice as you can hear him full of the cold. And Ryan Mooney, his second try, and I think the Wasps' fifth of the afternoon. So he'll get a chance to add to his points total.
An unorthodox moment here is that the Roy Temple is holding the ball for Ryan and they're in opposite teams.
He'll maybe shift it at the last minute. Very straightforward. Yeah. Okay, so Ryan Mooney moves on to 14 points for the afternoon.
So that was a well scored try there. They just built their faces and they had a few slow balls and they just slipped it out to the wing. And just nice, simple rugby. Scores every time.
They're getting a bit of joy
8
in
minutes.
On that left hand side there. On their left hand side, that's 2 tries in a short space of time. Come for that avenue, Joe.
Yeah, no, they certainly know where to ship the ball to. And red and blues, they're just maybe not quite defending around the rocks like they could.
So we go again. Bruce goes back to a more traditional kick.
Yeah.
7, is that
Tackle there.
Beatty, is it? Oh, hold on. No, it's Fraser Dowell, that's in. Yeah, I mean a good few yards there before being held up. And
Good pass from the base by Magnus to Davy Ham.
Davy Ham lays off to number Robin Firth, but he's
Tried an off
Oh,
ball,
well,
picked
good.
up by Pete Moss.
Pete Moss will go over
And he's gonna
for
get through.
another try.
And he's going to get underneath the post.
Yeah, but he's not put it down yet though. But he's putting it under the post. Well
Just
done.
to rub salt in the wounds of the blue and
Yeah.
the red team. So yes, a very dominant first half so far from the vice chairs team from Alan Brown's Barmy Army. So Ryan Mooney will kick again, whether he needs to tee. Oh no, he's going to hand off hand kicking duties on to. Can we see a number there?
Is that Jacob?
14.
Jacob from Westry. Jacob Uggy, I've got in my team
Yeah.
lines here. Jacob Argius. So, he's given Jacob, I think, a regular in the seconds this winter. Ian, I think he's 20
yeah,
games.
Yes, I think so. I must admit I've not been following all who's all been playing this year to the same as I should be.
A wide range of ages on show here as well. Though. We've got Derek Robb playing at number 8 for Gary Coulthard's team. So still soldiering on at his advanced years. You know.
Oh yes, no, I think he'll continue to play on. And that was another. Was that Dowell away with the ball?
Yeah, well, away with the ball. Yeah.
That's a knock on.
I think the Red and Blues have made a change. I see Lynn Gilmore's off, but I don't see who came on for him.
It'll hopefully become a part. I wonder if it's number 19 there, possibly.
Oh, it was a fella who had number 7 on, was running in touch
okay.
before. So.
Oh yeah, I see it. He was running with a
Oh,
flag.
Simon Owens away with the Red and Blues.
Yeah.
And Rob Thompson's carried it up there. So the Red and Blues are making a bit of progress here. And that's Ali Morgan, is it?
Yes.
Ali Morgan, indeed. Yeah.
He's just back from Australia, so he's our new community coach. So he's been out working with Sean, our DO.
Struth.
It's a penalty advantage to the.
There's
Red-
Craig Slater shrugs off a challenge. He's heading. Made some good yards there. A really decent period of possession here for the Blue and Reds.
So you'd hope there'd be a score come out of this. They've worked
Simon
hard to
Owen.
get up here.
Simon Owen backed up by number 19. That is.
Good instruction coming from Craig Slater there too. Getting his team organised. This will make all the difference.
We're getting they're inching closer and closer to that.
Oh, an overhead pass. Good try. Bruce Pinkerton's away there.
Bruce Pinkerton retains possessions for the blue possession for
there's
the Blue and
Graham
Reds.
Pope.
Graham
Is he
Pope.
through? No, tackled.
And there we
Yeah,
go.
that should be a try. Yes, try given.
Number 12, I don't think.
Excellent, number
Well,
12.
that was 12's Graham Pope, but it's not. It was on the wing. The winger be outside him. It'll be either Stewart or
Couldn't see the number, it's on the far side.
Stewart or Swain. I'm not sure who it was.
But the Blue and Reds get on the scoreboard for the first time today, so that's a bit of encouragement. Just not long to go till half time now. Ian, you've got an eye on the time for us?
3 minutes,
3 minutes to go.
but it might be a short 3 minutes, depending on what the referee wants.
Yeah. I think Graham Pope having played a big part in that try is going to take the kick as well, and we've found a kicking tee, I believe. So
Yeah.
Bruce Prinkerton will trot across with the D. Who's that going off there? Ali Morgan departs. We'll see whether he returns once the kick's been taken, or whether somebody's gone on in this place. I don't see any subs, so I think they maybe have made another change there.
They're maybe thinking it's going to be half time after this kick.
Okay.
Might be.
No joy for Graham Pope. Falls short of the posts. The co-commentator Ian here is just trying to get a sign to Neil Campbell about the time. And that is indeed half time here at the Picky Centre, and it's been a dominant half for the Wasps. They're 36 points to 5 ahead, with the 5 for the Blue and Reds just come in moments before the half-time whistle there. And we will pick up with you again once action resumes. Speak to you soon.
Press the button again.
Press that button. Sounds okay. Any clues? Or any clues?
Well, French Paul is number 20
Okay.
Dennis has got number 6 on.
Okay, right, good stuff.
Oh yes! Oh no! There's no confusion.
Especially when he's got a bloody cycle to roam next week. Maybe again, George. So, second half is underway here, and that was just no long gone quarter to one. So, we're 30 seconds into the second half here. Yellow and blacks with a 36-5 lead at half time. Magnus Curry lays off to. I can't mark who that is. It's a good tackle by black and blue and red stuff. You were both doing that. The touchline at half time there, Joe and Ian. What was the thoughts on the touchline?
Oh, I think they were just giving rousing speeches, encouraging them. Work harder, I heard a lot.
And Ian, you were having a word with Neil Campbell, the referee.
Yeah, it's Neil's learning the refereeing aspect to it, so he was just wanting to see if I could give him some coaching tips. So I just give him some words of advice.
Matches like this are a fantastic opportunity for competitive rugby and a friendly setting, is it? Well, a friendly setting is it there? I think it's just a technical issue with Ian's mic there, but I was saying Ian, a good opportunity, seconds and internal matches like this for him to get a bit of competitive experience.
Yes, it's the best ways to learn how to do it, because I'm going to be retiring at the end of the year, so we are as a club we're going to need more referees. So.
You're hanging up the whistle?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
So Pete Moss goes through the middle, but he's held back by Pinkerton, held up. But a nice burst there for Pete Moss.
A good carry there up through the middle of the pitch. Just caught them unawares.
Magnus Curry lays off to, here's French Paul. No, it's Davy Ham. It's Davy Ham.
Away again.
He's not going to be caught, I don't think. No, he's not.
Set the ball down.
He's going to under the posts again. Davy Ham gets his second try of the day, possibly third. I've kind of lost count. But about 41-5 to the black and yellows, the Wasps. Jacob Argus, I think, will get another attempt at conversion. So it's his. Brian Mooney heads it up.
And it looks like Bruce Pinkerton's moved to 9. I see Ali sitting on the bench there. And Graham Polk seem to be 10.
Okay, so a slight reshuffle of the pack for the Blue and Reds for Gary Coulthard's team. There's rumours at half time of the president himself making an appearance, but we'll see if that comes to pass in this second half.
We'll need to keep an eye on him, see if he starts his warm up. He's still got his cycle shoes on though, so.
Of course, he's been away doing this big cycle. Well, it'll be a big cycle in comparison to what he's doing next week. But yeah, there was a bit of a whack in a cycle for the Doddy Gump the day was there now.
That's right. There are over 20 cyclists, I think, turned up for it. So.
Okay, and I got caught hinting them coming into the tune. But yes, a fantastic cause and another few miles in the legs for Gary and his team that's heading to Rome. What an adventure that might be, this trip to Rome.
To be a fly in the wall in that one.
I think our intrepid cameraman here is getting a call up to the support team as well. So good luck to them anyway. It'll be a good fun. You didn't fancy getting your cycling shorts on, Ian?
No, it's not one of my strong points. No, I think I'll leave that to others.
Yeah.
Looks like an injury here.
Yeah, somebody had in their head there, and Chono Heels attending to him. So we'll see a bit of blood there, and yellow shirt as well, is it? Or is it maybe just holes in the shirt? I don't care. But yes, somebody were heading out. I wonder if it's Magnus Curry, possibly. He's just a bit seeing stars, I think, so maybe take a few moments to compose himself.
Being walked off there.
Yeah. No, in this day and age, I think that could be the end of his game for the day if it's.
If in doubt, sit them
That's
out. That's the way to go. Any head knocks?
I think this number 1 here, I think, is that Robbie Firth
That's
was wearing
Robbie,
number?
yeah.
He was going to be having a rest, but I think he's been brought back into action. Yeah, that is Magnus Curry that got the knock there, so we'll see if he plays any part in the remainder of the match. But it's a blue ball. They have possession here on the, what line's that? So here's Roy Temple, his turn to try and ride some tackles, but he's blocked straight away. Bruce Pinkerton lays off to Craig Slater. Craig Slater meets, I think that's Fraser Dowell. Only one winner was Fraser Dowell, but number 7, he ducks under a couple of tackles there. Number 7 for the Blue and Reds was, I wrote this down as well, but where is it going? No, I've lost my number 7. Keith Holland was. That's it.
But they've been pulled back for a scrum.
Because they ran into the referee.
Oh, I didn't see that.
They ran into the referee and there was it stopped the tackle, so therefore the referee has to blow up and give a scrum to the team in possession at the time.
Okay. I suppose it's kind of, there's a near about an equivalent rule in football where if it bounces off the ref and changes possession, he does bring it back. So here's Bruce Pinkerton off to Graham Polk. Will he go over the line himself? He does. Graham Polk gets a try on the board for the Blue and Reds. So a nice pretty period of play there, Joe, for the team attacking the PDCN now.
Yes, I wonder if the Wasps don't have their full team. I don't think they had a sub come on
Okay.
for the 9. Not that I'm taking anything away from the hard
No,
work
no,
of the
absolutely
Blue and Reds. But I see Ali Morgan coming on now for Blue and Reds again, so they'll be able to return.
Yeah, Magnus Curry still on the sidelines here, so we'll maybe manage to have a count up to see if they do indeed have 15 players.
See anybody coming on there, Ian, when Magnus came on?
No, I didn't know. I don't know if they have any spare. They have any subs? I don't think.
I don't think so.
But yes, that try there, Pinkerton moving the ball on to Graham
Yeah,
Polk,
there's
and Graham Polk.
There's only 14 under the posts.
Okay, Ian Rushbrooks and a quick count up, got his fingers and toes and everything, and he's counted up 14. So yes, and unless Magnus Curry comes back on, it looks like they'll continue with 14 players for the time being. The Wasps, Pinkerton will get the conversion from quite wide. A nice kick though, it looks just falls short. It was a bit more porridge for his breakfast this morning, and it might have just sneaked between the posts. Sky Sports have put a chopper up for this. So we've got the chopper over us. Anyway, so a try for the Blue and Reds. Moves them on to double figures. That's 10 points for them. Ryan Mooney will get us going again.
I think that's the referee offering Blue and Reds the opportunity to drop a player to player match, but I'm not sure that they're looking very enthusiastic.
They're not currently taking them up on this kind
No,
of.
They are.
Oh, right,
Ali's
okay.
coming off again.
Ali Morgan makes way, so we're 14 aside now. Maybe not the most popular decision move in the Blue and Red ranks.
Ball there from Bruce to Pokey.
They're combining well in the middle there, Pinkerton and Polk.
I think it looks like it's working well. They certainly scored off it already.
So yellow and black ball at the moment. They're making some yards.
Oh. I don't know.
Definitely some offside there.
Yes.
They can't come beyond the ball when the ball's still in the ruck. They can't play. The opposition team can't come beyond the back foot.
Okay.
But that was missed by the referee, so it's play on.
On we go.
It is a maul, or it should be called a maul.
So we're getting a maul here. The yellow and black.
The taken, the ball carrier went to ground, so that's okay. The ball's still available.
Martin Wishart lays off to Davy Ham, who will have another go at bulldozing his way through. Wishart again. On to Mooney.
Nice.
And
Allen's
Barry's going
This
outside.
This time.
Oh, and he throws the ball forward.
We're looking at
At
a
the
knock
try
going
line.
there, surely. Surely. Even I ken that line was a knock going, surely.
With the try line beckoning, he threw it forward.
Oh dear. So we're going to blue and red.
We are blue scrum on the 5 metre line.
There's Ali Morgan's going to come on for Pinkerton here. Yes, and Ali's recently taken up a new job with a club, Joe.
Yes, that's right. He's been away in Australia and newly come home, and he's a community coach. So you'll be seeing him around the schools, helping out Sean Corrigal with the kids and any other kind of community activities that we've got going on.
Great to see younger players getting involved with the club in roles like that.
Yes, and he's had a lot of experience in his time away. He did a lot of coaching in Australia, and he was coaching in Napier when he was doing his degree.
So we're still just not that far for the 5 metre line, but blue and red. So a lovely backhanded kind of layoff by Graham Polk there, very nice.
And Ali was just ready to receive that.
But Robbie Firth has just had a good turnover there, stole the ball.
Martin Wishart again.
He's gone
Lovely
into 9.
play.
He's got
Looks like
bound to
it's
be here. Oh,
Fraser Dowell goes over. So
well done. That was a good work try from that turnover.
doing the left hand side again. So yeah, a turnover by the yellow and blacks, and Dowell goes over the line for his first try of the game, I think. So
It looks like Martin Wishart has gone into 9 for the Wasps. That's
oh
the
yeah,
line
he's
that's just
been
gone off.
receiving the ball off the scrum there written off. So a shuffle of possession as well. When you go down to 14 players, what position marks why effectively?
It depends what you're wanting to.
Off the bar for
It's
the.
it's either a winger or a back row player.
Okay.
It just depends if you want to keep the ball in the forwards or if you're going to go out into the back. So it depends where your strengths are
Aye, okay.
as to which. you
Depends
would
what the
drop.
score is at the time,
Yes,
likely to.
yes, it does a wee bit of that.
So
If
very
it was a wet day, you probably would lose your winger
Okay.
because you'd be tending to keep the ball in the forwards more. A day like today, playing lots of running rugby, you probably lose a back row. And
Well, it's dry at the moment, but it is threatening rain. Ian's just put up his hood, so there must be rain threatening.
solar
Right.
panel doesn't like the rain.
Graham Polk got us back underway there. But the referee's giving the penalty to the
Penalty for playing the ball on the deck.
taken quickly by the Wasps. So
Graham Zoe again.
It's a
lays off to Derek Robb. Derek Robb to Ali Morgan. Ali Morgan to Craig Slater. Finally, we get a run of West Mainland players that I actually can.
So they still have possession here. Hopefully they'll just build off this now.
Ali.
And it's get out wide.
Graham Polk, influential in the second half. There's Ali Morgan, a nice period of play here. Number 11, he's got somebody wide, but it's bounced. But yeah, some decent stuff from the from the blue and reds here.
But that got turned over again by the
Commentator's curse. Commentator's curse.
Ross again with the ball. So they're yellow and blacks, they're really quick at the rock there to secure the ball. It makes it almost impossible for the red and blues to get turnover there. Although
I would agree with that
they
from
went
the
in.
cameraman. That was a high tackle.
Craig tried it there, but
It's
it's just all over them.
so,
Knock on advantage to Blues.
so Blues still.
So they've got possession now. Right when I said that they were nearly impossible to turn over.
So Ewan Harkus is the winger on the far side there. Number 21 is back. I was just checking my sheet there.
So the referee's taking that back for no advantage from the original knock on.
Okay, so this be a blue and
scrum.
red scrum, is it?
Yes, it'll be a blue and red scrum. Forward pass from Graham Pope there that led to no advantage.
So let's get back underway with a blue and red scrum here. No, the referee's seen something he doesn't like. Is that going too early again? Ian,
Yeah,
possibly?
it's gone down too early before they engage, for the set, and it looks like both teams have dropped a winger or they've dropped their fullback.
Okay.
To keep the same number in the forwards.
Take two for this scrum. Ali Morgan will in the ball goes.
Is Derek wanting this? Yep, Derek's going with it and offloaded to Ali. Oh, lovely wee pass out. Was that to Jacob?
Yeah, no, Jacob, I think it's in yellow and black.
Oh, sweet.
That's Stuart. I think it's Stuart. was it?
Stuart Esselman is number 14 for the blue and reds.
Away.
Graham Pope looking
hands.
wide.
Maybe a scoring
hands.
opportunity here.
Craig Slater, will he go give to Ewan Harkis? He does. Ewan Harkis collects nicely, but
Right,
oh,
Mooney's all over.
uh,
And it's in touch on the far side, I think.
a bruising tackle by Ryan Mooney there. So yeah, decent ground show by the blue and reds there, which is held up on the just about the 5 metre line, is it? Somewhere about there.
Yeah, they'll get a second chance here now. They maybe spoil this line out.
Yeah, Peter Moss looking to find a yellow and black shirt for this line out, of course.
The yellow and blacks have reduced the number in the line out. It's the throwing in team can dictate the numbers that go into the line out.
All right, okay.
And the opposition must then match it.
So the yellows do retain possession. Seemed that that player stayed in the air for a good while there. Martin Wishart emerges. Oh,
I
lovely.
don't know if Robbie's got the pace to run the full length of the pitch, does he? Go on, Rob!
Robbie Firth lays off to Ryan Mooney, and Ryan Mooney will go underneath the posts for at least his hat trick, I think.
Not
But
often you see a prop run like that.
yeah, that was a Ryan Mooney try, but a lot of credit there must go to Robbie Firth indeed, because he covered a good 3/4 of the field. So a team effort there, but Ryan Mooney gets a bit of glory, and it's another try for the Wasps. And Jacob Argus, I think, will get another go. Hit the bar last time round for the kick. And it's good this time.
Yeah.
So it's that Robbie converting from back row to front row now, is it?
Yes, looks like it indeed. He's getting to that age now. And size. I'm allowed to say that about him.
It's good for him to join the union.
Yeah.
I'm going to check the score here. So 50-10 in favour of the Wasps.
I was keeping an eye on the president there, and he was warming his shoulder a little bit, so could be some action coming on from the sideline.
And we're just about halfway through the half.
Oh, Simon Owens away.
Simon Owen making some really good grunt here.
Seen one prop do a run.
He's got some inspiration for the opposite side.
And
So
a penalty for not releasing from in the tackle. So it's a penalty to the blue and reds.
So we'll see whether do you think there's any possibility they would just kick for the points here, or are they going to go for
There's
go
too
for the
big
score?
Too big a gap. They'll go for the 5.
Go for
Win
the
the
7
10.
points hopefully,
Yep.
but
Yep.
first start with 5.
Oh,
Simon
oh,
Owen.
and he's through, surely. Oh, hard lines.
That was a fantastic.
Derek Hobb picked that up there.
Yeah, it looked like it anyway. I think they're.
Craig Slater will get an opportunity to go over, but he's
there's
2
no
is held up.
support.
Is he going to get to... No, they still have retained possession. Get another chance.
And
but
I think the
that
referee
Martin?
was signalling for a penalty, but now a try scored.
I think it was maybe Martin Harper that went over. So A fine fourth man getting some points on the board there. So, a bit of encouragement. Graham Polk effortlessly converts, so 7 points on the board indeed for that that penalty. Oh, not that penalty, but the penalty becomes a try and 7 points, so 50 to 17 to the Wasps. And Ian just reminding the referee of the time on the board, and has he forgotten his watch the day in there?
Yeah, I'd say a wee bit of poor planning from the referee.
So did I.
So here's Mooney, he gets us underway. Ali Morgan will gather. He slices it out of play, and so talk me through that. Why are we up to the halfway?
Because the referee's deeming that the attacking team ran in front of the you have to be behind the ball the ball carrier,
Yeah.
the person kicking the ball before the start, and if you're in front of them, then you get pulled back. I don't think it's a full penalty. I think it's only what we call a free kick.
Okay,
But
so Graham
see.
Polk takes a free kick. Going for it.
It's something that teams are not very good at doing, making sure they're behind the kicker. You see it a lot in the international games as well.
but it tends not to be one that gets picked up by the referees very
Okay.
much.
Oh, Davy Ham's away again. They're having trouble stopping him, but he's offloaded.
Of
Martin
the
Wishart
Martin.
comes forward now. A diminutive.
And that's Stephen
That-
Tate's off. Oh, and Mooney's away. They're just passing it through the hands here. It's impossible to see who's got it.
That was a knock on by the Wasps, and a second knock on by Red, or Blue, sorry. So it will be
Back
a
to
blue
the
ball
Wasps.
first.
Oh, so it's
So it's a
so
knock on.
knock-
Knocked on by yellow first, and then knocked on by
so you
blue.
punish the first knock on.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there was no advantage.
Every day is indeed a school day. So, so we go to the scrum. Excuse me. Blue and red scrum with just around 17 minutes to go or so here at Picky. Ali Morgan retrieves. High pass for Polk, but he does well to keep ahead of it.
Ball's loose. And that was lucky there. That was for the taking for the Wasps, but they just weren't ready for it, I guess.
Craig Slater makes a few yards. Off to Polk again. Polk
He's
gives
going for it.
Ewan Harkness has switched sides now, so ball stays in. Stuart Esselman retrieves. Looks for Polk. Polk gives to Derek Robb, wearing number 8. And there goes Keith Holland, I believe. We're just up on the halfway line here. Polk out to Slater. Slater gives to...
So this is probably the longest possession that the Red and Blues have had
Yeah.
all game. Their halftime talks surely done the trick, putting a lot more pressure on the Wasps.
And then you just went and get the curse of it. A wee knock on.
But yeah, I mean the scoring and the possession's been a lot more even since the half-time turnaround, and obviously both teams doing the 14 men with that injury to Magnus Curry. So where the Blues just levelled things up a bit. But scrum now, and it is a blue scrum again.
No, it's a yellow scrum.
Oh, I thought that was Ali.
That's it. It's on this side.
Ah,
but,
I see what you mean now. I see
It's
what
all,
you mean.
you put the ball in on the hooker's left hand.
Right. So Martin Wishart does indeed retrieve the ball. No, Davy Hamilton comes out with it.
And he's away.
He's off. Can he get held up? No. Martin Wishart, can he lay
Oh,
off to? Well done.
Is
And
that the French ball?
I think
The
French.
head card
I
on?
think
No.
French Paul possibly is it?
I don't know.
No, I
Too
think-
far away.
I think French ball's at the back.
A whistle. Blue. Oh no.
That was pulled back because the Graham Polk took the ball, the quick tap penalty behind the referee's back.
Ah,
And the
okay.
referee needs to be able to see it. You can take a quick penalty, but it has to be in front of the referee so you can see that you're taking it correctly.
So rather than that quick tap penalty, they're just going to kick for touch here, the blue and reds. But it's not
Oh,
made it.
that's
Alan-
that's
Is that
a knock on.
Yeah, okay.
So they get the benefit of that.
So they make the yards by hook or by crook, but just a slight knock on there by Alan Perry, and they make their way just nearly towards the halfway line, and it'll be a blue scrum. What? That sun's warm on your neck now.
Yes, indeed.
Perfect day for sitting inside and watching rugby all afternoon, Joe.
Oh, I know. I'm looking forward to it.
No, not to hark back to that Scotland-France game, but again, Ian, with your referee hat on, what actually happened there? Like, what did he see that he didn't get a try? Or what didn't he see, I suppose?
Well, I don't know. I think the referee blew up too early in terms of made his decision too early.
Yeah.
In terms of because you can take a look and pull the bodies back
Okay.
to see what's actually happening on the ground, but the TMO was in a difficult position given the question that the referee gave him,
Okay.
because he said, in my opinion, the ball is held up, so therefore no try. So the TMO to overturn that has to find a conclusive evidence
okay,
that the
right.
ball was on the ground.
Yeah.
Now I think the TMO thought the ball was on the ground and was pretty confident it was on the ground, but he couldn't not categorically say it was definitely on the ground.
Couldn't
So-
absolutely prove it. Right.
yeah, so that was why it was decided. So the referee's decision on the field stand. And now, if the referee had asked the question, try yes or no,
Right.
then the TMO would have had more ability to change it. Or even if the referee had said, "Is this a try? I think this on-field decision is a try. Do you have any reason to overturn that?" Then it would have been a try as well. So it's a question that the
You have to be
referee
careful
asked.
how you word the question.
Question to the
then.
TMO.
Okay, right. Back to matters in hand, where Ali Morgan making some yards here. He lays off to Stuart Esselman, but a slight fumble. Ewan Harkness gathers.
It's gone back, obviously, because the referee's not pulling it up.
So Esselman to Slater, tries FPD dink, but no joy. Slater off to Rob to Polk. Polk looking for some inspiration. He doesn't quite find it, but number 6, Martin Harper, making a lot of joy. He's made some lovely yards there. Derek
And
Robb.
Derek Robb's going to go for it, but stopped there quite early.
But another decent spell of blue pressure here. Will they convert that into 5 points? So Ali Morgan off to Polk.
Oh, big
Oh.
gap. Closed.
And held up there. He's getting held up by Davy Ham.
He's certainly getting held up by Davy Ham. He's nearly getting picked up by Davy Ham.
That becomes a maul, I suspect. So that. Oh,
I'm all. That's the hardest thing to referee, I think.
it's difficult to know what he's saying there, but I would guess that he's saying it's a maul being held up,
Right.
and if the defensive team hold up an attacking maul, they then get the put in at the scrum.
Okay.
So that's what's happening. So yellows will get the put into the scrum. So it's if you go into a tackle quite upright,
Yeah.
and it gets held up by the defending team, then when you get 2 or more players from each side around the ball, when the ball off the ground, it can be called a maul.
So with this maul here, the yellow team is putting it in, but the blue team's trying to effectively, regain possession and force it over the line.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that was the outcome of them comes a formal scrum, where it just goes in with the hooker tries to hook the ball back, and then
Oh,
the
they're pushing them
drive.
back.
There we go.
And
And
Derek
Derek
Robb.
has scored his
And
try.
flamboyant dive from Derek.
He kent the cameras was here, I think, for that one. It'll be the highlight reel tonight. He'll be gone home to show the family. So yeah, Derek Robb gets 5 points on the board for the blue and reds there, and Graham Polk will kick and does so. I think that was it.
and misses.
And misses a bit too casual there for Mr. Polk.
He tried to take a drop goal, I think.
Yeah. So could it be that the blue team wins the second half here. I think we're 22 to 50. So Ian Rushbrook has departed us for a moment. He's away to talk tactics with Gary Coulthard, whose team have just put 5 points on the board. So a bit more encouraging in the second half for them, Joe.
Yep, and in fact, there's their manager shouting to him, "We can win this yet." So he's maybe gonna nip to the changing rooms with his shorts and his boots.
I think they'll be doing well to win it in the last 8 or 9 minutes, but you never know. Good that there's still a bit of hope there, and I'm sure if the yellow team does manage to see it over the line, Goose will be celebrating at the airport with a cup of tea and a biscuit, something like that.
Something like that, I would think. It's good to see the red and blues coming back and shortening the gap between the score lines, though. They'll
Yeah,
pleased with
absolutely.
their
It's
performance, I would think.
you can as much as this is a friendly match, you necessarily want to go home on the wrong side of a thrashing. So good that they've made it a bit more even, a bit more competitive in the second half. Referee's just not happy with something here. Maybe getting too early. The scrum again, possibly. I'll give again. I think it's been another shuffle of the pack for the Blues anyway, because that's Craig Slater getting the ball after the scrum. Derek Robb turns like he might have 30 years ago. Nice bit of improvisation from.
And well done by Pokey.
Yeah, Poke gathers the kicked ball. He's short of teammates about hands, a overhead kind of thing there to Gilmore, I think, and. No, it's no Gilmore, it's Keith Holland. Here's Cecil, Stuart Esselman, makes a few yards. Brought down.
Support in there. That's well recovered there by the blue and red.
A box kick from the
under
Nukes from half.
And that's French Paul as he. Ooh, that was a questionable tackle there, maybe from Craig Slater, but.
Is that one that ones I've heard about called a dump tackle type thing?
Yeah, that's it was probably borderline.
He gets away with it anyway,
Gets
and
away with it.
the
We're going to get right through here.
He's
He's got the pace.
very nice. That was kind of came out of nowhere a pretty bit there. The yellow.
Maybe folk were still looking at the tackle.
But another try for the Wasps. They move on to 55 for the afternoon. I'm just trying to see who that is. The kind of shaved head chap.
Can't see the numbers.
A chip there for Jacob Argus doesn't quite materialise, and it remains at 55-22. So the boy that scored the try was number 18. He's coming off to get a drink of water. Let me just consult my team lines here. Number 18 was or is. Well, I don't have an 18, so.
It's not Ryan,
Somebody,
Must have been a last minute replacement.
somebody's gone and grabbed a shirt out of the changing rooms over there. So we're back underway here. Just about, I would imagine, 5 minutes or so to go. John O'Heal on the sidelines, keeping the.
Davy Ham's away again. He's just. Oh, for Slater again.
A very effective tackle, that one.
Yeah, no, the ball carrier could actually be at fault because you're not meant to jump out of tackles like that.
Oh, okay.
So you're meant to be able to allow yourself to be tackled as well.
Right.
The referees deemed it fair enough.
So as we move into the closing stages here, Ian, Joe, have we got any thoughts on a kind of man of the match?
Well, Davy Ham's had a hell of a game. He's carried hard all day.
He's very effective in that role, right enough. He's made a lot of yards and kicked out the touch by Keith Holland. That.
Ryan Mooney's played well, and Pete Moss has played well. So
Lots of impressive performances in this internal match, so good to see. Everybody will be going in for a warm up shortly. Pete Moss, number 22, he will throw in here.
Again to a shortened line out.
How far away is he being told to get back here?
He's actually making a mistake there, but
Oh dear. We'll move past it.
he can't. The scrum half's supposed to be 2 metres away from the line out,
Okay.
and he was pushing him back 10 metres, which is not strictly correct.
Well, he's maybe forgotten what position Craig's actually playing in.
Yeah.
But more good news for the club during the week there. The call up to the Caledonia Reds for Scott Rendell and Glenn Brock. It's fantastic, Joe.
Yeah, it was great to see. It's great to see Orkney represented in that team again, and well, hopefully in the future we'll get a few more in there too.
Yeah, it's been Glenn's obviously had experience of it before, but Scott getting his first kind of senior involvement, so we'll see. Hopefully that pans out into the match day squad and they get some time on the pitch. We've got a yellow scrum here in the closing stages. Davy Ham emerges with it again. Bruce Pinkerton hauls him to the ground.
Oh, and that's
lovely.
Tyler away, and nobody's going to catch him there. If
No.
he grabs the ball. Well done, Tyler.
Tyler Wilsonholme's rapid, so as you say, at this stage of the match, there's no much time, no much chance of anybody catching him with tired legs.
He's been out there on the wing all game, and I think it's great that he got the ball there to get his try too.
Yeah, bonus for he'll go home with a try to show for his troubles. Tyler Wilsonholme, so that moves his team, the Wasps, on to 60 points, and Jacob Urgis will get the chance to put some icing on the cake. He kicks, and it's wide. So I think that will be us. And the final score here at Picky was 60 points to 22 in favour of the Vice Chairs 15. That's Alan Bruns 15. Win by 60 points to 22 over Gary Coulthard, who didn't in the end make an appearance. So probably wise with a big cycle to come. Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you very much, Ian. That was much appreciated, keeping me right with nearly everything. So and thank you again to George for his service ahead the camera. A faithful stalwart of rugby coverage this past few years. So thank you, George, and thank you for anybody that is listening, and we'll see you again shortly. Well done.
It sounded good.